Next question. On the basis of the figures given in the question number, this compute the variance and standard deviation of year 1 cash flow. So over here, the question says that from this information, you are required to compute the variance and standard deviation. That is the question. Now, there is one query from a student that, sir, how do we determine this? How do we determine this? Then giving reply to that question. See what happens at basically, it is again that the forecasting is required to be made. It is not that the forecasting is not required to be made. You have to make certain estimates, and this time you will have a kind of flexibility to make more than one estimate, and of course you are required to apply the probability to the same on some subjective basis. We can say something like this. Listen carefully. Let's say, for example, I am a farmer and I want to make a forecasting that what would be the value of the crop in the next year. What I can do, I can take into account, let us say that the previous 5 seasons or previous 6 seasons, or the previous some time period. I can keep that what is the outcome out of the total number of outcomes. Suppose out of 10 outcomes, for 3 times it was drought, for 5 times it was like the moderate monsoon, and for the remaining times it was heavy monsoon. So I can have some development of the probability in this way, and whatever the sale value of the crop that I am going to have, this is the way we can develop the probability distribution. We can say something like this, giving you some examples that is connected to the costing. Let's say suppose I want to make an estimation that what will be the probability of the stock out. Then what I can do, I can take into account the past reordered periods. I can see that what is the demand during lead time and what was my reordered level. Suppose my reordered level is 10,000 number of units. If at all demand during lead time is less than equal to 10,000 number of units, then in that case there will not be any stock out. If at all demand during lead time is exceeding 10,000 number of units, then in that case there will be stock out. Suppose I am like observing 200 the reordered periods, last 200 reordered periods. In that, let us say that out of 200, for 160 times there was no stock out. For 10 times the stock out was of 100 units. For let us say the remaining 30 times stock out was of 400 units. Then we can say that the 10 divided by 200, there are 5% chances that the stock out will be of 100 units. There are 80% chances there will be no stock out. There will be the remaining 15% chances that the stock out will be of 400 units. Something like this also the way the probability can be assigned. So this is the way the probability is assigned for the different outcomes.